Hi, beautiful. Ooh. If there's one thing I love in this lifetime, it is colorful hair, it is bleaching hair, it's everything. We're gonna see all kinds of go down on the hair right in front of our eyes. Am I gonna lose my mind? Probably. Because I just know people are gonna do some fucked up shit with their hair. And I am going to judge this out of everybody doing things at home with zero hair skills. And we're gonna see how good they do and then rate them with the Mondo meter. Let's see if anybody can get a 5 today. I don't know, we shall see.
So for today's video, I have a very chaotic hair makeover. So many cool women and people in general have been chopping their hair off, both online and in my personal life. I've been inspired, I've caught the bug to do the same.
Okay, it says in the title, she's not just chopping it, she's also bleaching it and coloring it 3 times. Yeah, that's okay. All right, that's gonna be a lot of stuff to put your hair through. Let's see.
I had been growing it out and it was a bit messy and wild, and I chopped it a little bit a couple weeks ago. My hair does look cute when I style it if it cooperates, but most of the time it doesn't, and it is, you know, pretty damaged from all the coloring and stuff I've been doing to it. But to start, I am sectioning my hair. Started with the shortest layer of my hair, which would be the bottom.
Did you hear what she said? She said the first step to every good makeover is sectioning. That was 3 happy jumps in a row. That was insane. Oh my god. Yes, that is correct. Love you already.
I think it's easiest personally to work from the lowest layer all the way to the top of your head when doing anything.
I will say though, the sections are not great. Yeah, those are like a little bit zigzag, aren't they?
I of course urge you to use real hair scissors. It does matter when getting the right precise cut, and it does definitely impact your overall quality of haircut, what tools you use. My old shears were busted. They were, you know, some cheap old dull ones I had, so I got some new ones. So you see the hair is falling off, you know, super easily as I cut.
Sorry, there is just so much going on. Okay, with being a beginner and doing a cut like this, I recommend we do the length first, which means the straight across cut first. So bring each layer down section by section and just keep cutting it to the exact same length you cut the previous section. Then we can go in and do the layering. You're kind of doing the horizontal cutting and the layering at the same time, and it's all over the place, really. So yeah, next time just do one and then the other in the order that I said. She is going up way too high as well. Oh fuck.
But what I focused on first was getting the length shorter, obviously.
Also, I forgot. Why is your hair not wet? This would be 20 times easier if you just wet your hair first. Your hair is wavy. You have a wave pattern. This is not going to be straight across no matter what you do unless you wet it. And then you put a little tension on it with the back of your hand to hold it down. That is the only way this is going to be straight. Otherwise, this is going to be looking different every time you style it. It's going to be a mess.
When you see me pulling out the pieces of hair, I'm actually cutting layers there. That is the easiest way to cut layers. Is just to pull a section of hair out completely straight and just cut it straight. I was also going in with the shears and just cutting my little baby hairs at the bottom because I don't have clippers or anything. I did shave my neck later with a razor, which was a mistake.
Her voiceover is so calm, but what the hell is going on? You are just like chopping away. I don't even know what the technique is. It's just like going across your head and you're just chopping. There's really nothing good going on here, and it's stressing me the fuck out. These sections are also way too big. Let's reverse happy jump because something's going on here. When I say section, we should take little thin sections going up the head, starting here, working our way up, not from here down. That's too big.
You see me doing now is actually thinning up my hair. I am using thinning shears here. When I initially start haircuts, I kind of just focus on getting the overall length to what I want, and then I work on refining things later.
Yeah! That's what you're supposed to do!
But I always recommend leaving a little bit extra hair than what you want to cut off, just in case you change your mind and then there's room to make mistakes. So I just kept cutting away basically and thinning things out until I was ready to take the next layer down and then bring that up to the same length that I just did with that layer. I didn't really have much nerves before, but here's where I started to get, you know, a little anxious that I was gonna mess things up because the bigger cuts and chops were coming. But once the hair started falling off, I just started getting more excited and I could tell that it was a good decision.
You're getting more excited. I'm getting fucking horrified. This is just getting crazier and crazier. Those front pieces are cut so short. This is turning from a bob to I don't even really know what to call it. It's gonna be pixie real soon if we don't stop cutting.
I knew I needed this cut. You can see too where the color was fading and where some of it still was kind of saturated, so I just kept cutting and thinning things out like I did with the previous layer and got that up to the same length as that layer. Here I did start to mess up a little bit, but I was still pretty in control at this point, I would say. Throughout this haircut, for whatever reason, I kept continuously underestimating how sharp both sets of shears were. So there were definitely sections of my hair where I took bigger chunks out than I intended to, and I also took some length off shorter than I intended to.
You don't say. You don't say. Yeah, that's been happening for a bit now. This whole video, that's been happening. You've been taking out chunks where they're not supposed to be taken out of, and you've been thinning things that are not supposed to be thinning. Also, guys, when you thin hair at home, please elevate your sections first. Like, take it from where it is, which is like, you know, it's like downwards, pick it up and chop it. That way you don't get bite marks in the hair.
I'm used to my crappy hair scissors that I was using before today, but I'm pleased to say that I feel like I have, mostly salvaged what errors were there. The technique I used to get the hair shorter up front with those layers was to basically take the back of my hair and brush it forward, almost like doing a comb over or something, but you don't want to brush it too far. But to start, that is how I was getting those short layers in, so I could draw like a clear separation from the back of my hair to those front layers. The remaining process of the haircut was essentially bringing those back layers up shorter and then those front layers shorter as well. But I took my time cutting because I had to brush things a certain way, angle things a certain way. All around, I feel like this technique can be applied to pretty much anybody's hair. I took my time, playing around with that and seeing where things would be before I decided to go in with further cuts. And once I got the overall length to about my chin, that is when I started to go a little bit more aggressive with cutting in the back.
Oh my god, we're getting more aggressive, and I can see it. Oh my god. You're just chopping? We're just chopping away. I mean, it is getting so aggressive back there. It's literally just... Please stop. Please wet your hair. Why not wet it? Why not?
I do regret some of my technique here. I think the thinning shears, I was going a little too hard with them, and I think I should have relied on the other set of shears a little bit more.
We also just keep going over the same section over and over again with the thinning shears. So that section is going to become about 1 hair thick in a few moments.
After attacking the back of my head for a while with scissors, I then decided to move forward with the front and began cutting those longer top layers and pieces. The back layers are atrocious at this point in time of the haircut, but you can start to see that pixie cut take shape there. And as I mentioned a little bit earlier, combing your hair forward is an important part of this haircut. You can't just like cut it to the side, which I think is kind of what I did the first time I attempted this myself. My hair does tend to part to the side no matter what I do. I always have more hair on the right side of my head, so I made sure to brush in that way to bring the bang in that direction and cut the layers in a way, that made sense with how my hair tends to lay and separate. And despite some of, my mistakes, I do think it was turning out really, really cute at this point. I was happy, and I kind of regret not staying with this length just because I think it's really cute.
Okay, I can live with this. I can live with this, but apparently she's cutting it shorter because she said she wished she didn't cut it shorter. Fuck.
I just had to keep cutting to get it as uniform as I could. And then there was this, pretty clear line between the top layer and then the shorter layers. So I just had to keep cutting until it made sense, basically. Basically, I had to bring everything up like 1 inch shorter for it all to blend a little bit better because of some of the cuts and mistakes that I made. And then, of course, since I brought the back shorter, I had to then adjust like everything accordingly. Here is where I really start, hacking off the back of my hair, and then it just gets progressively shorter from here. But I just continued using the shears, cutting the hair around my ears downward at an angle. I felt like that was the easiest way to get it. Again, I didn't really like that shelf thing I had going on in the back.
Y'all, oh god, we are about to be in haircut hell. So scary, I don't like it at all. She has steps on the back of her head, like literal just like boof, boof, poof, poof. And that's because there is no one haircut going on. She is mixing everything, just pulling pieces, doing whatever the hell she wants. This would go by so much quicker if you just got a vibe, a technique, and then cut your hair. Like knew exactly how to map it out before you go in. I know this is a lot of fun to do it this way, but if you want to save time and you want to actually end up with a really nice haircut, map it out first.
And then I noticed all these messed up cuts I did where some of the layers got very short, even around the side of my head they got pretty short. So I just went in with my scissors. I was cutting pretty freely because I like my haircuts to feel somewhat organic. Of course I like it to look uniform and intentional, but I don't like to cut things too straight and purposely because I just feel like it feels a little bit more natural that way. But in case you didn't realize this on your own, it's really difficult cutting your own hair, especially the back of your head when it is this short in a mirror. Even the lighting can kind of play tricks on you. This happened a lot with me in the area of the back. It actually gave me nightmares thinking about it.
I can't believe we're still watching her cut her hair. I mean, it's just getting crazy. And you can see just the wash of like, you can just see the wash of like, my life going across her face.
Despite me losing all faith in myself, I persevered and I finished the haircut. I don't think it turned out too bad. I might be bold enough to say that I think this turned out better than my first pixie cut did, actually. No, it is absolutely not perfect, and I did end up a bit shorter than I was intending, but all in all, I think considering I did this myself, I think it's pretty damn good.
Alright, well, we're moving on to the color portion now. It's time to bleach the hair.
Oh my gosh, though, what a fail. So the bleaching, as uneven as it wasn't really the worst of the problems here. What surprised me was that I just ended up not really f***ing with the pink.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Why aren't we sectioning anything? I did a happy jump for you about your sectioning, and now we're not doing any of that anymore. I mean, we are just going in and just rubbing that bleach anywhere and everywhere. I thought we were supposed to be doing our roots here. And then we're also putting the bleach on and then rubbing it right off. Just 4 quadrants. And then just bleach the roots. Just back and forth, up and down. That's all it takes. I swear, this is gonna be more work for you and you're gonna end up with a splotchy mess.
It's weird because pink is usually a comfort color for me, but for some reason with this haircut in particular, it just wasn't clicking for me and I didn't like it, so I changed it. But before we get to that point, we'll walk through what was going on here a little bit. So obviously, I'm in the process of bleaching my head at this very moment. As I already stated, I purposely used less product than what was, probably recommended for my hair, but I definitely encourage you to get all the necessary bleach and all of that if you're going to be lightening your hair, because the more product you have, the better, more even result.
Yeah, and your hair looks dry even after the bleach is applied. I mean, it looks dry as hell. We don't want our hair to look dry like this. We want a good white coating of bleach over it. And that's when you know you put enough on. This is not enough at all.
It turned out, decently even. There were some brown patchy spots.
I have a fear that we have a different definition of even. I see brown spots, I see blonde spots, I see pink, and I see red all in one head, which means it's not at all even at all.
Again, there wasn't, the full size bottle of product that I was working with, so I stretched the dye as much as I possibly could, but I did want to start with the back because that was an area of concern for me.
We just have all odds stacked against us right now, huh? You didn't have enough bleach, you cut too much hair, you don't have enough pink color. What else? You have gloves though.
It did stick to the rest of my head pretty good. So I just rinsed this color out, I let it set for a little bit, and I thought about it before I decided what to do next. And overall, I just wasn't really happy with the results. It looks fine, it doesn't look bad at all, but I don't know, like I said, it just wasn't really clicking for me for whatever reason. I guess I'm just not in my pink era today.
I mean, for me, the front looks great. For me, the bad parts is the brown spots going through your head and the yellow in the back. Ah! I don't know if I can do this today.
I don't know how many times it's gonna take for me to use Transylvania before I never let myself use it again because it is such a difficult dye to work with and to clean up generally.
Is she putting black on her hair now? Oh my god.
I see the vision. I think I had a cool idea going on here. I wanted to do like a black layer mixed with pink highlights coming through and like a pink bang moment.
Oh no. Oh no. no, this is not how you do that. If you're gonna try this again, which I don't even know if you should, next time, take a circular section right where your hair kind of splits open, you know, like kind of the cowlick area. Paint all of that black. When you let that down, it's going to perfectly cascade over the top of your hair, and then the pink is gonna shine through. It's gonna look like you have highlights and lowlights. It'll be really cool. That's really all you have to do. It's so easy.
But the first go at it, the dye did not like cling onto my head super well. Granted, I did rinse it out pretty early.
It just keeps getting worse.
Avoiding, you know, it getting too dark and inky, but as you can see, it clung on really randomly and weird.
Okay, that's because you just put semi-permanent color over your head. Semi-permanent color is often conditioning, especially if you use Mondo color. What semi-permanent color does is kind of just coat your hair. And the drier your hair is and the cleaner your hair is, the better it coats it, okay? If you already have coated it with semi-permanent color, the next time you coat it with semi-permanent color, it's gonna have not a lot to stick onto. You gotta get a few washes in before you try to do it again. Or clarify your hair, kind of dry it out, and get that top layer of hydration off the hair. That way it has something to cling to. That's what happened here.
It wasn't cute whatsoever. So I just went back in with the dye again because I was like, what do I got to lose at this point? So I tried another layer of it to see if I liked that better. I cleaned it up a bit, made it more dark overall, and here it is. It's better, but it's not great, is it? It's just okay. So it turned out a little purple, which is kind of cool. I like the pink coming through. Again, I think the idea I had was there, and I appreciate my creativity and efforts in these processes. By the end of this, I was losing my mind.
Oh, I'm speechless. She's now going in with box color.
And I just needed it to be done. And so I resorted to Old Faithful, long lost friend, permanent dye. More specifically, permanent box dye. But I will say that I looked it up online, I ordered a specific one, I planned it out, I knew I wanted to go back to red, so that's what I went with.
We just bleached our hair, colored it 3 times, and now we're going in with peroxide over already colored hair. Oh my god, her poor hair.
I was obviously having a lot of anxiety about it because I had already just lightened my hair, and so when you use permanent box dye, your hair is also getting lightened, but I knew that there was no way around this. I either had to go pitch black, or I had to bleach it again, or I had to resort to permanent. So what I ended up doing was permanent because I was so frustrated at the end of this. I was like, I don't care, like it just needs to be on my head and it needs to stay that way so I don't have to change it again. And here is the final result. Yes, did I just bleach my hair and dye it 3 times to get it to the color that it pretty much was before? Yeah, I did. I did that. I think this turned out pretty dang good. Despite, you know, those uneven pieces in the back, I think that the dye covered it up nicely. I don't think this looks like a horrible botched haircut I did to myself. I think it looks pretty cute.
You are so lucky. You are so damn cute. And you have really nice hair because somehow that looks really nice. Now, is it even? Not exactly. Is the cut perfect? Not at all. You still look great and your hair looks pretty cool. Oh my god though, what in the actual just happened? Like, I need a break after this. All right, the Mondo is coming out. Let's give you a rating. I am gonna have to give you a 3. Yeah, a 3. You're in the middle. That's a pretty good rating. I'm being pretty generous because not a lot went right. If it weren't for the results looking good, you would have got a 1. Trust.
So I'm not having the holliest, nor am I having the jolliest of Christmases this year. I'm giving you an up close look at like the color of my hair. Look at that. Vomit. Using either soap, water, or alcohol. Clean a small area of the skin, but I'm not doing that. I'm sorry. Whatever the fuck. How to use. Apply to clean, dry hair with gloves. Don't have gloves. Comb through to evenly saturate hair. Process for 20 minutes. I'm gonna leave it in for longer. Rinse thoroughly. That's it. Ooh, I'm so stupid. Ooh, what the fuck? I'm gonna be the baddest bitch ever after this. That's the joke.
Okay, she's obviously using Mondo color, and I think she has super pink in her hand, so we're about to have a big ass transformation, and I can't wait.
Wait, it's like super red. Ha, wait, it's literally called super red. Look at that gloop and gloop.
Oh, we are using super red, and yes, thank you. I took a long time to come up with that name, and clearly you get it, because it looks super red, and her hair is gonna be super red. Oh, I can't wait for this transformation.
I shaved the tips of my eyebrows off, and now when I look down, I look like a alien. Communicating with my whole planet. You know what's really nice about this mask is it's only taking a little bit of product, and it's going like a really long way. Maybe my hair is just like that thin and fried, that it's just like slurping it up. Oh my god, my ears are gonna be red. God damn it, I'm so stupid. I don't think.
I think this is gonna look really, really good, especially with her roots, because her roots are pretty dark. And when she has the dark roots and the red ends, it's just gonna be this like perfect look, like she purposely did it and didn't just have grown out roots. Like it's gonna look really interesting. You're gonna get it in a second.
But my hands are like dry right now. Thank you, Mondo.
Girl, where are the gloves? Where are they? Why aren't we using them? We should use some gloves next time because this is going to stain your hands, especially red pigment. It is highly stainable.
Oh, it's like frozen in time. You're getting the full picture of what it's like to have my hair. My hair is just its own like entity. Now I'm really communicating to my home blend. I'm gonna also put the leave-in cream in it. Apply a small amount. I'm gonna apply more of that. Loving the color. Okay, it finally fully dried, and you know what I have to say? My hair actually feels really good. I feel like it looks a little healthier too. Low-key, I with it. I used literally all three of these. Leave-in conditioner, the leave-in mist, smoothing gloss, which is like hair oil. It came out feeling really soft and healthy and amazing.
Oh my god. This color is so pretty on you. This looks incredible. You are so beautiful. I also love the cut and the bang and the and everything, the styling you did, the little bit of a wave in your hair. This is your color. Super red is for you. Damn, this looks really good. And she did this so evenly. Bust out the Mondo. Oh my god, I obviously have to give you a 5. Yes, I do. We have to. I'm sorry, but that was a beautiful result. And with the roots, it just looks incredible. Yes.
I feel judged every time I pick up the scissors and dye because y'all are like, oh, your hair's gonna fall out. And to be frank, genuinely this time it might, but that never stopped me before. I'm gonna keep it like,
I mean, that is on your head. It's still on there. No, all honesty, it's not that bad. Like, I feel like it could look that bad to some of you guys watching, but honestly, I'm seeing the vibe. Like, I'm seeing the fact that, like, her hair is not falling off yet. It's not. Like, it is still intact. Has it been colored 95,000 times? Yes. We've seen her on this channel before, and she's back to bleach her hair again. Will today be the day it falls off? Probably.
the blue is already coming out. We can see that. Right? That being said, if the blue is already coming out and without bleach, just with the power of water, it's coming out, imagine what bleach is gonna do to this. Stay with me. Plus, I've got like a good inch of roots grown in, and that's gonna be so blonde.
I disagree a little bit, just because blue is just so hard to get out of the hair. Like, it is painfully difficult. I mean, a lot of colors are really hard to get out. That's kind of just how color is. But blue, whew, baby, that will just grab onto that hair strand and not let go. Luckily, blue is a cool tone color, so if you're trying to go blonde from here, it's usually kind of ideal because it kind of just makes your hair look gray if you bleach it out, because the blue kind of tones out all the orange and stuff. You could get lucky. I don't know what your goal is. Wait, yes I do. She's dyeing her hair rainbow. That's what the title says. Let's see.
I'm gonna put some shampoo in here because I'm pretty sure that's what you're supposed to do when you do a bleach wash. I'm pretty sure you're only supposed to do that if you're using like a higher level developer. And I'm literally using a level 10, which is like, I think the lowest.
This is an awful idea. Great. Okay. Imagine if I was a teacher in like hair school. These kids are just trying to learn and I'm like, that's a terrible idea. Like, that's literally what would happen. And that's why I don't teach. There's just so many things going wrong already. She is going to bleach wash her hair. Now, you need to bleach your roots first, so you can get a clean, even lift on your roots. Then once your roots are ready to be rinsed out, rinse them out, shampoo them out, and then put the bleach wash all over your hair. That way, this bleach wash doesn't lift your roots in weird ways that are unpredictable and that are uneven. And then you have to go in again and then bleach them again, and then you're gonna risk breakage. It's gonna be a whole mess. And also 10 volume, what? That's not gonna be enough. Once you put the shampoo and the water in with the 10 volume, it becomes like a 4 volume. It's not really enough.
Okay. I don't know, maybe I'm naive, but I just can't see it falling out. And I know that's stupid. And I know I shouldn't think that, but it's just hard for me to see reality where this particular mix of bleach makes my hair fall out, especially considering everything else I put my hair through.
I think you're trying to trigger me. I really do. I really think this is what it is, and you're triggering me. Absolutely. You're doing it really well. Why are you putting a bleach wash, as in shower, on your dry hair? Water. Wash, water. You should have wet hair. That's how it lathers.
I mean, I can see it making it stretchy and it breaking off. That's the falling off umbrella. This is gonna be the longest 30 minutes of my life. My whole head could be covered and bleach in the 30 minutes it would take to wait for this test strand. Let that sink in. Okay guys, it's been 20 minutes. This bleach is not working. That being said, I'm gonna have to use a stronger bleach mix. I got the 20 volume.
She did a test strand, it didn't work. Wow, of course it didn't work. It was like 4 volume.
Take me, take me, take me. I'm ready. I'm ready. If I gotta shave my head tonight, that's fine with me, bruh. I'll be pretty upset, but I'm fine with it. Yeah, like if I go bald, then that gives me the perfect opportunity to actually start over on the whole.
You're gonna go bald at some point. I don't know if it's gonna be today, but you're gonna go bald at some point for sure.
Seems like there's something wrong with this developer because it's coming out like a little separated. That's probably not good.
Great, we have probably expired developer. That's amazing, sickening, amazing, gorgeous. I love that so much. That's so fun for all of us. Hold on, actually. Okay, I'm back.
But it's also not my problem. It is, but it's not until I decide I want it to be a problem. All right, got the gloves and a dream. All right, I'm not even gonna rinse out the test strands because I couldn't be bothered. They might fall. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, let me just rinse. Okay, good enough for me, man. Good enough, good enough. All right, let's just, this is the vibe of the night.
I just don't understand how we're expecting to go up to the line of where her root starts perfectly without having bleached the roots already. I'm just confused why we're not bleaching the roots first. This is gonna be so annoying to do because she didn't do the process correctly. Like the whole thing is just gonna be a mess now. And all you had to do was bleach the roots first.
This bleach smells really strong. That's not good. The meta is we're basically just, that's what we're doing. This is not a tutorial. This is a what not to do video. Bruh, if I go bald, I'm gonna make a video where it's like, oh, you're so funny, please don't go bald. Oh, you're so funny, please don't go bald. It's just my big bald head. Honestly, y'all comment that so much. Oh, you're so funny, please don't go bald. First of all, what's the problem with being bald? Second of all, y'all are jinxing me. So if I go bald, it's not my fault. It's not the bleach's fault. It's single-handedly every single person who commented on my video and tainted my hair. Like what? Oh, you're so funny, please don't go bald.
I agree with that statement wholeheartedly.
Are you not gonna like me anymore if I go bald? What happens if I go bald? I might go bald out of spite. When you breathe in so much bleach, think about when you chew mint gum and then drink iced water and it kind of hurts your chest.
I get so overstimulated by her videos and I just want to watch them that I forget to talk while I'm watching them. It's not that good. It's also not the worst thing I've ever seen. Like the fact that she's starting on the bottom of her hair and working her way up really is music to my ears. I love to see it. It's really beautiful. You can use a bleach wash to get this blue out of your hair. But again, we should really do the roots first. It will just make this process a lot easier and avoid breakage when we do the roots. Next, I don't think she's using a high enough developer. So we're gonna see what happens here.
That's how it feels in your whole nasal cavity. Is today the day I dye my eyebrows? What color would I dye them though? I don't know, but I really want to see you bleached. It would look so bad because, all right guys, I think I did pretty good. This might be the last time you see me with hair attached to my head. I say that every time though, but genuinely this time I'm not feeling quite as hopeful. All right, it's been 30 minutes. This is what it looks like.
It is not done yet. If your hair visibly doesn't look blonde, it is not done. And I think this is also just because the developer wasn't strong enough and your hair wasn't wet and you don't have even distribution on your hair. You can tell there's some pieces that are still very dark blue going through your hair. Yikes.
Not mega promising, I'm not gonna lie. But I'm gonna shower, rinse, see what it looks like, decide from there. All right. Time for the big reveal in 3, 2, 1. Hold on to your seats. So that's still blue.
It looks the same as when she started. Somebody said I was doing AI shit on my wall. By the way, this is not AI. It's called, I don't know, motion graphics. Special effects.
Not a doubt in my mind. All right. But you know what? Okay, wait. Let's brush it. Okay, what on God's green earth? What?
Oh, it's even worse than I actually imagined. I didn't see the top. I didn't see the top that has literally yellow, pink, blue, green, all going through it in all different places. It is a total disaster. Now, to fix this, what we have to do is bleach the roots, okay? And then we can go in with color remover, I like the Gaitane one, onto the entire rest of the head. That way everything lifts to a nice blonde color. I swear it'll work.
It looks like oil. Oh, it does. It looks like an oil spill. Oh my God, Tumblr. Okay. So here's the thing, right?
Literally, quite literally that picture. Girl, we just made our problem 10 times worse. You guys love to go and mess up your hair and then try to fix it after you mess it up. Like, we could just do the right process in the beginning, which would have been the root touch up first in this case.
Okay, so we have what seems to be lavender, yellow, periwinkle, blue, orange. The whole squad is here. Okay guys, we're gonna do another round of 20 volume bleach. We're gonna get it on all my roots. See, get it on all my roots. And then we're gonna put it in the darkest spots. And then we'll put it in the lightest spots. So like,
oh my gosh. You were actually, you paid attention in Hairdresser Reacts hair school. I can tell, because that was quite a plan you got there. That was quite a professional plan, and I'm really proud of you. I'm very, 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 very proud of you. I think that's a great plan, except I do worry about putting more bleach on your mids and ends. It really is just not necessary. There is such thing as color remover, and it is very effective on semi-permanent color. So be careful. Or a Malibu CPR treatment, which literally has no developer in it. I now use it every time I want to get semi-permanent color out of my hair. It's great.
Maybe it'll process at the same speed. Probably not, but you know, it's nice to pretend. Guys, I'm doing this like right. Like, this is about to be the craziest engineering you've seen on hair parting in your life. So now I'm gonna split this in half. Oh, I just worked. Oh, right. Clip. Clip.
Not quite 4 quadrants, but I will take it because it is quite nicely sectioned, and I appreciate that. Like this video if you enjoy her sectioning and it makes you feel at peace. And subscribe.
All right, so Morgan is cooking my ear, but it's fine. It itches so bad already. We're in quadrant run and I hear the trumpets.
So this is why that hurts so bad, is because you are bleaching your roots after you just wash your hair. And you probably scrubbed your hair too. Do you know how bad that's gonna hurt you? Trust. I've done it so many times in my own head. It is the most painful thing ever. You can't really imagine bleach pain until you've been through it. Until you also end up with like literal bleeding things on your head after you bleach it. Like, it literally rips off your skin. Like, if you wanna torture somebody, well, don't torture somebody. But if you were going to, if we lived in the medieval times and bleach was around, people would be using it to torture, I swear.
Team. All right, guys, Morgan locked in.
I don't know who that was doing her hair, her sister, her friend, whatever. I will say we brought that root bleaching down a little too far. I know she didn't have 3 inches of roots. I know it was about 1.5. Why is it 3 inches down the hair strand? Why are we overlapping on the existing blue? Underneath that blue is already bleached hair. We don't need to bleach it again. Hopefully she has resilient hair, or else this hair is going to fall out.
Trying to find my zen in all of this. But I have to lock in and do the rest myself. All right, last quadrant, last. The fumes are catching up, the fumes. All right, guys, we're going to the gas station. When I come back, I might not have any more hair.
Why do we have bleach on our hair, going all the way from the roots to the ends? This is gonna fry your hair off. We just don't need to do it. Is the goal breakage? Because we're gonna see some.
They're gonna have something to say about that. Your hair, dude. What am
I want to give this little of a fuck. I do. I want to give as little of a fuck as all of you people on Hairdresser Reacts. Like, all of you guys give so little fuck that I appreciate it so much, and that's why I literally love all of you. Going to the gas station with your hair like this is so it really is.
Gotcha. It's on your face.
Oh, look in the bag, look in the bag. I'm not gonna show you everything, look in the bag. The guy inside said I was gonna get sick because my hair is like wet, but I'm like, Nah, dog, the bleach is incubating. Reese's big cup.
I'm making both of these so I can double fist them.
I like these ones better. Do y'all like the Chester's hot fries or the Andy Cap?
Are you gonna wash your hair out? She's been eating and doing things for like more than an hour now. It's time to get this off your head. Actually, it doesn't even look ready. Something's wrong.
All right, guys, we're back in the bathroom. Time to rinse. Might fall out. Don't know. But I don't think it is. I'm feeling ever so slightly more confident. Unfortunately, I don't get to eat anymore because it's time to shower. And I'm pretty upset that it cut me short of my delicious snacks, but it's fine. It has been 40 minutes. 3, 2, 1. Now look.
I could tell that wasn't done through the freaking video screen. It was already yellow. If it is yellow while you have bleach on your head, it is not going to be ready when you rinse it off. Do you know what I mean by that? Like, do you know what I mean by that? This is way too yellow. Is she gonna bleach it again? Like, honestly, at this point, she probably should. She really shouldn't go over with color on this. Otherwise, she's always gonna have a bright band of yellow going through her hair as her hair grows out.
To you, this might not be the greatest outcome. To me, I'm thrilled because conceptually speaking, the concept chronically online, oh my days. All right, but look, here's the thing, right? We put the bright colors like the oranges and pinks and greens up here, and we can put the blues and purples down here. You see in the vision? You see in the vision.
Actually, I'm seeing the vision a bit, but I still think you should lighten this again. Because again, when this grows out, you're gonna have a band of yellow forever. If you don't lighten the next section to the same yellow as you just previously lightened this section to, there's gonna be a white band, orange band, blue.
But I can like split the bangs in half, right? And then like, I don't know, we're gonna dry it and then we're gonna section it out and decide what we wanna dye, what color, and what would work the best. But this is gonna be a lot lighter after it's dry, so let's just dry it real quick. All right, guys, this is how it dried. And I think it looks pretty good, and this gives us something to work with.
I kind of like the way that looks. I kind of like it. Should we leave it like that?
Okay, I don't know how to explain it, but pink hair dye smells so salty to me. And it's like no other color smells the way that pink hair dye smells. And there's probably like a disgusting reason behind it. Like there's probably something really weird in the hair dye that makes it smell like that.
You're so right. If the color line doesn't formulate the fragrance based on every single color that they have, you're gonna have variations in the scent of the color. You have to get the fragrance house that you send it to mask the original fragrance that it just naturally has, and then put your fragrance on top of it. It's a whole thing, and it's a really big pain in the ass.
But I don't know, pink hair dye has such a weird smell to it. All right, so I'm a little more stumped on this piece because there's a lot more blue in it. And there's like blue in the center.
Okay, you don't have to worry so much about this blue because the blue is so light. If you go over with like a pink or purple, it's going to likely very much cancel it out or just turn the pink into a purple and just everything will look purple. You gotta work on the knowledge of the color wheel and what happens when you mix certain colors, you know? If you put orange over blue, guess what? It's gonna turn blonde or brown because they're opposite on the color wheel. They're probably gonna turn blonde or brown. You can put on colors that are beside blue on the color wheel and not cancel it out.
I mean, I guess I can ombre it straight from like orange to, I think that's the best bet is we're gonna have to ombre it from orange to pink. So let's put the pink in the end first because it's gonna like turn purplish anyway, but we'll do pink in the end. And then, yeah, that's purple. That's definitely purple, but it's okay. Then we're gonna do orange on the top. Okay. I got some orange on the sides, but it's okay. That is gonna be ugly. Sorry guys, I really have to focus and think about what will look good because we could do some pink down here.
I am so glad she's deciding to put purple over the blue. They're not opposite on the color wheel, so it's all good.
In the bottom, or purple. We can do purple all the way down here, blue here, and then green. Okay, we'll do green into blue. No. Orange and a pink.
She is doing the absolute most of this time permanent color, and I'm actually very, very intrigued. She seems like she has a good idea of the balance and the vibe she wants, and is just kind of feeling it out. And that's when you get the best kind of colors, and you just feel it out, and you just let the color bring you for a journey.
Orange and a pink. Let's do orange and a pink. Yes, like that. That's cool. Okay. So
pretty.
Okay, so we'll do green into blue. Okay, wait, this is gonna look good together. I'm seeing it through. Okay, what are we gonna do on this side? That's the question. What are we gonna do? All right, what if we did blue into purple so we could have some bright blue in the top?
Okay, I'm also so glad that she's taking vertical sections and not horizontal ones, because we know that vertical sections helps the colors become diffused and not a hard line across the hair. Also, because she's doing so many different colors on her head, I love the vertical color placement because everything will blend really nicely. And again, you won't have any hard lines.
Okay guys, I'm a little concerned because I'm about to be creeping up on the back of my head where I cannot see. I'm nervous to say the least. I'm gonna be doing simpler designs back here due to the fact that I literally can't see what's happening. Let me see if I can find another mirror. Okay, so there's not a bigger mirror than this little one, so I'm gonna have to like do this one-handed. Are you kidding? Oh, I'm so cooked. I'm so cooked. I'm so cooked. All right, guys. Wait, take this clip down.
Okay, she did eventually go horizontal on the back, which I don't love, but you know, you win some, you lose some. We're gonna see how it comes out. I mean, it'll look interesting. The back is definitely gonna be very, very blue, and the front's gonna be very multicolored, so not my actual favorite thing ever, but it could be a vibe on her. I feel like she could probably pull off anything.
This is gonna be an absolute nightmare to rinse because I have to do it in freezing cold water.
Okay, she's gonna rinse it off and we're gonna see the final results.
All right, guys. Okay, I have no idea what the back looks like, so there's a lot of blue, which like obviously because we started with pretty much a blue base, it's just like pretty much blue with like some rainbow highlights in there, you know? Usually this turns out yellow, but for some reason it actually turned out orange, so there's like no yellow. I think it'll fade cool because how much blue and pink there is. I think it'll fade nice. Now we know what to do differently next time.
Oh my God. I don't know what to think. The front of her hair looks really, really nice and really cool. The back, it looks like kind of an afterthought. Like there was something that happened with the back. I think it's mainly because she can't see it, but the back is kind of a mess. The front, okay, I can get with it. It's definitely unique. What a transformation. Like she started off with an entire blue head of hair and now she has a rainbow. I don't think she needed to do half the bleaching work that she did, but we did it and we're here. Let's give you a rating on the Mondo meter. Let's give you a 3. We're giving you a 3. We have to because everything leading up to the final result was absolutely a mess. But at least your hair didn't fall off and at least the end result was like kind of cool.
Okay.
Oh, God.
So proud of you.
His hair has seen things. It's been places. Look at Daddy's hair. Each snap is just like a part of my history.
The big one. Oh my God, was that 2 the whole time?
Okay, so he's obviously cutting off 7 years of locks on his head.
It's been 84 years.
That is crazy. Like imagine 7 years of having your hair in locks and you are finally getting it released. Like it probably is such an interesting feeling, truly.
2 in 1 the whole time.
Oh my God. You sure?
Am I sure? I'm already feeling lighter. My posture is going to be because I've been leaning forward for the last 7 years.
Yeah, imagine how much weight that is. All the hair you've ever had on your head still from 7 years of hair growth. We lose so much hair a day. What happens with locks is it gets kind of like knotted up and tied up on purpose. And so you don't naturally lose your hair like we all do every single day. Like, you know, when you get up from a nap and there's a few pieces of hair on the pillow, his hair, it's all in there from 7 years ago.
For the last 7 years, like. Ooh, big boy. Dang. It's been a part of my identity for so long. I've hid behind these things, like, do I regret my decision?
I wonder what brought him here to make this decision because that is such a big deal. Like to get them back, it's gonna take another 7 years, obviously, like you get the point. But that is such a big decision. I wonder how or why he got to this moment where he was like, I'm going to cut him.
You're gonna look so handsome.
I forget what my head looks like. Like I forget what. Oh, do you know how much lighter this is already? Wait, wait.
Hello.
Ollie.
Are you okay to cry?
There's no bugs. There's no spiders.
Could you imagine if there was bugs and spiders? Ew! Inside the locks? Ah!
You're done.
Still... Oh, that was gross. Putting my hands back. That feels
It's okay.
It feels and I'm gonna be honest with you, it looks fine. We have a lot of things to do to fix this. You gotta get a real haircut now. I'm imagining like, I don't know, starting with a buzz cut and working your way to something else later. Cause I don't know what else we're gonna do with this hair.
Oh, sorry.
It's nuts.
Oh,
Look at that.
holy sh! Look at all that hair. Oh my God. That is so much hair. That just came off his head. That is crazy. Like, that blows my mind.
You do actually look handsome. You do look really nice.
Did
Even
you-
though it's not what we
You got a
say.
brush?
I do got a brush. He stole it. Like, that is.
Is that a horse brush?
I mean,
At least give me a salt lick.
well,
Can I donate them?
Not this John and K plus 8 haircut right now going on. I'm not f***ing with it. Let's chop it off now.
Holy shit. Feels weird as. Cool.
The ending just cool. Like, there wasn't the most big deal thing ever. Holy shit. I love both. I mean, I do think his locks needed to be like redone, and that would have looked really cool. Maybe a little trimmed as well. But the after result, of course, he looks very just like, he looks much younger, I will say. And it gives him a really fresh look. So for that, let me give you, on the Mondo meter, a 4. Because like, it wasn't really that hard. I mean, you just kind of cut them off and it was kind of just like a simple haircut at the end. But like, I really, really like it. And you guys did a great job.
I guess this is how you trim your hair at home. We'll see what happens.
Now, who said that was how you trim your hair at home? Because it was not me. What the hell is that? This is crazy. Why do we have 10 elastics underneath our chin? Okay, I'm intrigued.
Chop. Then I think I just hack the crap out of it at the ends. So you can't tell I screwed it up. Oh, this might not be smart. Grand reveal. Let's do this. Oh my gosh, I like cut it. Like that wasn't a trim, that was a cut. It's short. It's way shorter than I was thinking. Maybe from the back it's not so bad. Okay. There we go.
Oh, that was very interesting. I don't know why we couldn't have just put one elastic and then another elastic where we want to cut it. I don't know why we needed 4. Maybe just to keep it in position? I don't know. What happens is when you over direct the hair forward like this and you put it in a little ponytail and you cut it, is when you release it, you're gonna get that really intense V because you're directing the hair all the way forward. So the hair from back here is going to be going the longest length to get to the front versus the hair from here is the shortest length to get to the front. So that creates a V. Honestly, not bad. I actually don't hate this. If you want just a straight across haircut, I think this is a very decent way of doing it. And let's give you a rating on the Mondo meter. We're gonna give you a, I guess a 5. I mean, she came to do what she did and she did it well. I mean, congratulations. Yeah, that was so satisfying.